Should we go test drive it first and then?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and we have a brand new video today. You're not going to see anything that's familiar, which is sweet. The white notch got picked up. She is gone. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you haven't seen it already, click the link in the description down below. You'll see it. But today, we are working on a couple different things. One really fast project. This Camaro is in for a tick performance shifter, tick performance adjustable, clutch slave, and intake that doesn't fit with the hood, so we're going to take that back off. Spark plugs, wires, oil change, tune. That's it. It's almost done. But this is the crown jewel for today's project, and Anthony is helping us out on it today. And we are going to be digging into this. This was built by another shop in the area. It has all sorts of problems. It is a VMP Gen3R on a built Coyote, cammed, locked out, built 6R80, billet converter. Just nasty. Runs on 114 Ignite, or Ignite 114, which is like an E90 fuel. And it made 37 pounds of boost. No way. No way it made 37 pounds of boost. No way it only made 890 horsepower. The whole thing just doesn't add up. So we've already done a few things. We did a cranking compression test. It made 110 pounds on all the cylinders. So whatever is wrong is equally wrong across them all. But it does mean that the bottom end's probably fine, since it's all even. We tested the boost gauge for accuracy. The boost gauge is correct, which was unfortunate because we thought it was going to be something silly like that. Not that that would cause a lack in power, but if it only made 20 pounds of boost, 890 wheel horsepower would make sense. So now we have to get into the mechanical side of the project, which is probably going to start with degreeing the camshafts, making sure that there's physically and mechanically nothing wrong with the engine, and then going through it all, putting it back in and starting from scratch. So Anthony is starting on it for us. He's going to be working on getting the transmission out, or I mean the engine out. And we're going to drop this like we've been doing them all. Engine, transmission, coming out on the K-member. So the exhaust, drive shaft, all that stuff's got to come off first. And start working on all the odds and ends to just drop this whole thing out of there, and we'll work on it right on the stand. So
The only thing that worries me though about just degreeing it is that that piston issue. They didn't scar the wall or something.
no, we're probably going to dig deeper, but we'll probably find the issue in the...
Truth will come out.
Yep. Ain't gonna be no secrets after this. It should be really fast and really nasty, but it is neither. That's this video. It's gonna spill into pretty much a whole series because there's gonna be a lot of information. We're gonna see a lot of stuff about the Coyote, especially in this application, in this project, and we're pretty excited about that. We've been doing a lot of 4 valves, obviously, the 4.6 mod motors, and now we're gonna be going into a lot of Coyote stuff, so pretty cool. So make sure you subscribe down below. Let us know what you think about the car. I mean, it's cool. It's grabber blue. And we'll see you guys in just a minute. All right, guys, time for an update. A couple days later, after Anthony got the majority of the engine ready to remove, you can now see the engine is fully removed. So that's nice. So we just
majority, Nicholas.
got a lot of
For
stuff.
2 hours of work, it was better than where it was. So they can pound fucking sand.
Oh, jeez. All right, so we got the engine out. It is on the K-member, sitting on our cradle. It's a mess right now. We got to clean up before we get any further, really. But we have the wiring harness all flopped to the back. Everything's still attached. We want to make sure we know where everything is. And because of the stupid head cooling mod, can't even unplug that sensor without removing it, and I don't feel like doing that. So I have it affixed to the back of the motor. It's holding its weight up with the plastic ties. But the motor's out. There's belt dust on everything, so obviously belt slip was an issue. The crank support is very... I'm going to call it complex. It was a little bit of a pain in the ass. Dan's not sure why it's designed that way because it's really hard to change belts. So hopefully you don't break a blower belt with that setup, although it looks freaking sick. And now we're getting ready to pull the blower off. Look at what's going on the inside of the blower. Make sure that there's nothing blocking the air going into the cylinders. We're going to start there, and then we're going to move into cam timing. So we're going to leave it like this. That's obviously fully assembled right here. Without having to go into the motor, there's no reason to tear it down any further when all we really need is a timing pointer on this balancer. Make sure that these balancer numbers are accurate. Luckily, it's numbered all the way around, so we can use that as our timing pointer, or our timing marks, as long as that number, as long as 0 correlates with 0 on cylinder number 1. And then checking to make sure that the path to the intake valves is clean. So pretty exciting. It's out. John and Zach were here, the owners. They're looking at it. You know, we are definitely disappointed in a lot of the wiring and the fuel line plumbing on this. Just really, really silly. It was not serviceable. Everything was hardwired. There was no Deutsch connectors or weather packs even anywhere. The fuel line routing was really silly and difficult to get to. You know, this is just, these cars are made so modular that they should be able to become apart and be put together modular. It shouldn't be a hassle every time you want to take and remove or do something like service like this, that you have to reinvent the wheel every single time. So a lot of it will be getting addressed when we put it back together. Obviously, we'll fix it, but it's just really annoying when a professional shop puts something together to this quality. Anyway, all right, so we're going to get into this. We're going to keep you guys up to date on what goes on with it. Gen3R, 37 pounds of boost. Why? That's what we're looking for. It looks good on camera, though.
Laura looks always good
So
on
does
camera.
you.
Look at her. Look at her.
Sit, Donnie. Good girl. Pa? Pa? Oh, Adaba. Now you're just coming in for the whole hug.
She wants the kisses. She wants the kisses. Oh, yes.
Oh, she's
The
tired.
Good afternoon, everybody. Well, we are back again. Got the motor all torn down. I don't know if you've seen all these. Look at all these goodies in here. Bam. We found that one of the tensioners were damaged. Like the inside of it's like kind of folding in. If you could, I don't know if you can really see that.
Oh, one more time.
One of the walls almost looks like it's caving in right there at the top. Yeah, so that's no good. And then one of these tensioner pieces as well, up here, you can see that the plastic is separating from the metal too. So we got a couple of those pieces coming from MMR, but side note is we got another 96 through 98 Cobra, I believe. Just like Brian's, we did like a little high school build. It's got shocks and lowering springs so far, and all new isolators. So it's got Bilstein HD Maximum Motorsports shocks, Maximum Motorsports race springs. It's going to get the upgraded sway bars. They are on their way. They weren't exactly in stock, but front and rear, obviously, as you can see. All Maximum Motorsports stuff, and look at that. Huh? Got the shirt on today. Was not planned, but yeah. And then up top, we did the caster camber plates, as well as I lower the car down. You will get to see, and I don't know if you've seen this car before, but it came to us bone stocks, 30,000 mile car. Got some saline reps, 18-inch saline reps, just like Brian's car did, except for these are satin silver instead of chrome. So, like I said, I'll lower it down and show you what we got up top. All right, well, the car's on the ground. Doesn't really sit that much lower, but it obviously has to be moved and see if it all settles down. But like I said, got the caster camber plates on. It's kind of just adjusted accordingly just for now. We'll get the strut tower brace back on once it goes to alignment, because it'll have to be clearance because it hits right here. So once it's all aligned and set, then I'll be able to know where the plates really want to be and kind of go from there. So we are gonna shut the hood and take this over to getting aligned. Well, continue on with the suspension stuff. We got Bradley's 2014 Camaro coming in. Get some custom wheels. There's like Z28 reps that are like 20 inches. We got a custom paint color, powder coated color, and getting some lowering springs. So we're giving a little before shot of how tall it sits right now, since I failed to do that with the Mustang. So we are going to, Jesus, Loris. So we're going to give you a little sneak peek before, obviously, and then see what it looks like after. So here it is right now. It's pretty high. No. I mean, even the 20s with the new tires on it will make it look that much different too. So it's got like a Z28-esque front splitter on it before. It used to have like a bigger one, but mishap happened, so we had to get another one. This is not as big as the other one, but I think this one fits better. Looks nice and fits the car well. It's not as obnoxious as the other one. And he's got a little Z28 spoiler on it too. So, here you go. Yeah, and then there's one of the wheels. It looks sweet. One with 555 G2, that's what it used to have on the back. But we went a little bigger. It used to have a 295, one a 305, 35, and then the front we have with like a 265 40. He wanted a little bit of sidewall since these are 20-inch wheels. So, and he lives over by Chicago, Park Ridge, where we used to live. So, yep, we're gonna get going. We got all old stuff out, as you can see. Actually, wasn't that bad. I mean, minus the fact that I've seen a couple winters. A couple things were a little tight, but all out. Here's the new ones. His BMR, lowering springs front and rear, so obviously those will replace those, and those will replace those. So we're taking over Antioch Automotive and get the springs swapped over and throw it back up in the car and should be ready to go. And then we'll get all the wheels and show you guys what that all looks like, because that's gonna look sick. While we're waiting to get the springs swapped over next door, we decided to tackle the taillight project. And I gotta say, they look pretty good actually.
Not too bad.
The way they function is a little funky, but they look pretty good comparatively to these. Hold that one up there. Underneath the other one. Let's just see what it looks like. So that, if I can get the glare out. A little more depth to the back of the car, but looks pretty good. We got it on the sequential setting, so it'll obviously flash and go that way or that way. And the running lights are the bases, like there, up. And we think the reverse lights are the closest right there, and on the other side. And the outside one is just a reflector. So it's coming along nicely. Everything's going pretty smoothly over here, knock on wood. But then this thing needs a bath, like bad. Like, Bradley, what are you doing? We got the springs back from the other shop and got them all in. Look at that, even matches the car. Perfect. Got the tail lights on, I know we already said that. Got our nice license plate cover, which I think adds a perfect touch than the whole blank white plate. Obviously, as you can see, brand new there. Boom. All in. So now we're gonna put the new wheels on, lower down, and see what it looks like. And then we'll probably, obviously we can't really adjust ride height, but it is what it is. Then we're gonna get an alignment. We got alignment scheduled for tomorrow morning, and then you should be good to go. So probably end up getting these. We got a little center cluster of gauges that need to be hooked up. We don't have the wiring harness tonight. Hopefully we'll try and get it here either tonight or early tomorrow, so we can put that in and be good to go. We're pretty excited to see the difference compared to what it was before. So here you go. Moment of truth. Here we go. And then car wash finally. You gonna lower it? There you go, a little bronze and red action.
Still not gonna be that subtle. But
Wonder if it's gonna, yeah. Still needs to settle. Oh yeah.
oh,
It's already way lower.
that is way better.
I don't think it came off the lift.
No.
I don't know, this back one probably, but I don't know about the front. No. Fuck. Okay. Oh!
Jack it up, put it on blocks.
No, just go up. Just go up with the car.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh yeah, this thing is way lower. Can't show you the full thing because it don't come off the lift, so that's how you know she lowered down a lot. So we're gonna get it on the blocks, get it outside, start washing it, and then you get to see the final look around and walk around, I guess you could say. Final walk around of the car. So just took the car for a little ride just to see if the springs will settle, and washed it. So it's finally all done, ready for alignment tomorrow. But there it is. Boom. Looks super clean here. Paint is a wreck though. Looks great there. There's a little walk around over. The bronze came out looking pretty good actually. He was thinking a little more gold, but I think this hit it just right. Get a little bit of the back. Boom. Looks really good. Look at that. So I'm sure he'll be happy with it. We'll have to drive a little bit differently just so he doesn't obviously hit that chin spoiler on anything, and that's about it. I don't know, you want to turn the lights on? Just to show him the lights. No, we got these like aftermarket taillights he put on here, or we put on here, but he ordered. So we'll see. It's kind of like a C7-esque thing. Put the blinkers on.
Brakes.
It's a little delayed, which is interesting. There's the hazards or turn signals. That's a wrap on that car. Get alignment tomorrow and be good to go.